So today I'm going to be exposing myself today to you guys. So I've gotten myself or sabotaged myself, and now I'm in some drawdown. And I just want to go over what took place for me to even get to this point. I just want to bring you guys along the journey so you guys can learn from my mistakes. So I'm going to show you guys what happened and the reasons behind what caused me to revenge trade. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So stay tuned until the end of the video. And I hope you guys are able to learn something insightful from today's video. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So if we go to the prop firm that I'm currently with, for those of you guys that are curious, I do trade with TX3 Funding. They were formerly known as Top Tier Trader, but they switched to TX3 for those of you guys wondering. So as you guys can see my P&L here, so to start the week out, I made $375. This was such a good win, you guys, because this led me to my first ever payout. And these GU sales right here, I manually took myself out because I knew price was gonna reverse, and I'm gonna get into that in a second. And then on Friday, I took a $301 loss. This hurt, you guys. Like, this was an unnecessary loss. So altogether, I'm down around, I want to say like $400 plus. So I'm down $443.39 for for the week. So let me just show you guys what happened and how I got to this point, right? And the point of this video, the goal of this video is so you guys can learn from my mistakes. And I don't want to be that trader to keep losses away from you guys. If I'm struggling, I'm genuinely going to show you that I'm struggling, all right? So as you can see, my balance is 50,250. So if we go to the charts, let's look at this. So basically GU, I was trading GBP USD. I got into GU for some sales. And if we look at the DXY, right? The DXY on Thursday came up. We failed to make a new high. We failed to make a new indication to the upside. And what did price do? Price made a lower high along with a wick right here. So I automatically knew that price didn't want to go any higher if it just made a lower high and it left behind a wick. And then as you guys can see on Friday, we actually got a double top, right? This top and this top, that's a double top. So that's extra confirmation that next week the DXY or the dollar is looking or possibly could head to the downside. So as you can see here, we actually have a indication pretty much is brewing on the DXY. So the way I use the DXY in correlation to GBP USD is, as you guys can see here as well, GU had the opportunity to give us a new lower low. As you guys can see, the trend was bearish. Price was giving us lower highs and lower lows. But as you can see here, instead of giving us a new low, price gave us a higher low. And this was actually, no, I believe I had gotten stopped out over here. So price, I already out it on Thursday. I knew price was going to give us a reversal, possibly for NFP, because we just had NFP past Friday. So based on how price was moving on Thursday, I knew that either NFP was going to give us the reversal or just something was going to happen to where price would give us a reversal. And as you guys can see now, if I go to TX3 real quick, so this was the $55 loss that I took because I was anticipating GU to give us more sells, but because price made a higher low and I seen what was going on with the DXY. I was like, you know what? Let me just get out the trade. And let me go back. And that's actually a perfect example of knowing when to cut your losers short. Like this was a perfect example. I wouldn't recommend anyone trying to predict the market because that's technically what I was doing. Price didn't give me an indication telling me that we were bullish yet. I just assumed because of how price was moving, but that's a clear example of sometimes we let fear hinder our profits. So let's say you're in a trade and you see that one candle looking like it's about to hit your stop loss, but it's really just a lower time frame correction happening, and then you exit the trade just for the trade to go in your direction. You never want to fall into, you never want to be that trader, period. So this was one of those examples where it's like I had a gut, my spirit was telling me that this was gonna it was about to reverse essentially. So I followed my spirit, and my spirit was definitely right because as you guys can see now, um, price started giving us it's starting to give us a new indication to the upside, right? So we got a lower high, then we got a higher low. So right now, this leg up could be our potential new indication to the upside. Because I do see GU becoming bullish in the next few weeks because I have a weekly resistance. I have a weekly resistance level at 1.42 485. So I do see GU being bullish long term. So if we go back to the 4 hour, where this $300 loss comes into play is because on Friday I positioned myself for the sells. I positioned myself for the buys on Friday, and then I woke up and I think it was this candle right here. This candle stopped me out, and it was because I didn't follow my set rules. So basically, when it comes to my entry, my stop loss always goes below the recent swing high or recent swing low. Sometimes I'll compromise if I'm really confident in the trade setup. So realistically, my stop loss in this instance should have been at the recent swing low, which was right here. And then as you can see, this loss that I took right here, this 301 loss actually happened around here. So I took a L around this area, the 133, 264, 264 areas. So roughly around here, I actually got stopped out, I think by this candle actually. And then for some reason, I was looking at gold. And then because I'm like, okay, GU just stopped me out when I was trying to go bullish. I was looking at gold and I'm like, okay, gold is already bearish. So I thought, I don't know why I decided to sell gold. This is how you know I was in a psychologically, I just wasn't all the way there. Yes, Friday morning. And it ended up costing me, right? So as you can see, gold gave us this massive sell-off. Then it made a lower high. Then it made a higher low. Then it came up, made equal highs right here. Then we actually went down. And then I had went down to my 5 minute and I saw my market structure shift and break a structure. And it was just all impulse, right? It was just all impulse. And then price eventually came down, triggered me in the trade from these black candles you guys see here. Then when NFP came out, these bullish candles started to form, leading to price stopping me out, as you guys can see, where actually I manually got myself out. As you guys can see, I would have lost way more than $86 had I not stopped myself out. So that's technically the losses I took last week and how last week ended. And I just want to say, like, I'm not proud at all at how I ended the week, because I know better, and I told myself I was going to take this thing slow, not rush anything, and I did the complete opposite of that. I actually went against my rules. I didn't listen to my spirit, and I still took an idiotic trade. And I got to charge it to the game, right? I got to view this as my dues that I owed the market and just come back more sharper and better next week. And that's the purpose of this video. So I want you guys to see my mistakes and know that revenge trading or over trading or over leveraging, trying to get your money back, especially on a Friday, it's never going to end well. It's never going to end well. So don't even try it. So I just wanted to give you guys like an update of, the markets. And I'm basically just going to go over gold right now and what I'm basically looking for next week, the new week coming up. So as you guys can see, gold clearly isn't bearish. I don't know why I decided to sell gold on Friday, especially during NFP, but that's what your emotions will do to you, right? So as you guys can see, gold gave us a high, then it gave us a higher low. So I think gold is going to give us a new indication above this higher, this high right here. If we get an indication above this high, around our negative, so this blue area that I got marked out right here, that's our negative 27 extension. So once price gets to this negative 27 extension, I do believe we're going to see gold get a correction to go higher. So that's technically what I'm looking forward to next week. So I will be entering gold buys once we get that correction. So it's just a waiting game at this point, right? The losses I took on Friday, they don't define me. All I got to do is just follow my rules. Revenge trading is so sweet in the moment because you're like, man, I have to be right this time. But take it from me, revenge trading is never worth it, right? So if you trade gold, just be on the lookout next week for buys. Once we get above this level, once we get here, wait for a correction to go higher. Same thing with GBP USD. If you trade GBP USD, the price action is all the same. So once we get a new indication above these highs right here, once price gets to our negative 27 extension, we can expect a correction to go higher. Same thing. So it's just basic market structure, right? And the goal is to just be patient and just let your setups come to you. If your setups are not there, just don't force it. It's never worth forcing a trade because your money's on the line and you want to limit your losses or cut your losses as small as possible when it comes to trading. So that's just my quick analysis video for you guys. Yeah, I'm currently in drawdown, but hopefully next week gold can help me get my account back up out the gutter. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Let me know how you guys' trading journeys are going. Let me know what peers you guys trade. I do wish I can go live for you guys and, IRL, like in real time, communicate with you guys and help you guys figure out the charts and stuff. But you guys, my Wi-Fi sucks. So until I get better Wi-Fi, right, we just gonna have to y'all just gonna have to receive these these pre-recorded videos. So be sure to like the video for your boy, so eventually, we can upgrade the Wi-Fi. And yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave all of your comments down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and I'm out.